Hello, my name is Raven, and I am coming to you from my closet. This is the first episode of Knitting in My Closet, and if you hear that tapping on the door, that's because my cat is trying to get in. Okay, so I started this podcast because I think that I'm probably not the only one that does this. I have so much stuff in my stash, not just, knitting stuff. I also have sewing stuff and what else? I have jewelry making stuff, and I have cross stitch stuff. I have stuff everywhere, and the thing is that like most crafters, I won't stop buying stuff. In fact, yesterday I won a contest on Grocery Girls Knit podcast, and they are lovely, lovely people. And I won the contest where I get a full year of a subscription box from Wool and Honey, and it's for a yarn subscription. And when I told my husband that I won, first thing he said was, "So that means that you don't have to buy yarn for a whole year, right?" Isn't he cute? Of course not. That's not what that means. Anyway, what I want to do is I want to go through everything that I own, in a sort of KonMari way, but not as cutthroat as that. Because what I want to do is I want to start going through this stuff and deciding if I want to make something out of it or if I want to pass it on to somebody else. And I'm not going to be making or going through more things until I've decided on that particular thing. Now, right behind you, behind the camera, there are three boxes of crafting stuff, plus there's a box that's a piece of exercise equipment that has not been put together yet, and I got it for Christmas 3 years ago. It's been totally scratched up by the cats, but I really need to put it together or put it in storage, one or the other. So I'm going to do that. Then I have the second part of the haul, which this part of the haul actually is part of the bedroom because this walk-in closet is part of the bedroom. But then there's a door, and then we have another half to the hallway. And that half of the hallway has 6 boxes / tubs and 8 tote bags filled with, it's mostly yarn, but there's also some quilting things, and I don't think there's any cross stitch, but there's quilting things, there's garment sewing things. So I need to start going through all of this. Plus, what's really frightening is all of this behind me. Okay, this obvious is self-explanatory. This is an iron board. But next to that, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes and 2 tote bags filled with fabric. And then up here on the shelves, there's the entire top shelf all the way across the room is filled with fabric. And then I have on this side various fabrics, and then there's also a tub that's full of exercise paraphernalia. I was in the middle, or I had just started, I should say, training because I wanted to participate in Ironman, but I had 2 strokes, mini strokes, they're called TIAs, and I had them a month apart, and so I had to, plus I got injured at work and did something horrible to my hip, and so I've been on kind of restricted duty for like the last 3 months. No, wait a minute. Last 6 months. And so I haven't been training, and I've gained some weight, so I'm going to go back to that, but I have to go through it because a lot of other stuff has got dumped in there. And so I have to figure out what all that is. So I'm going to start going to so this is basically about getting my shit together. I am going to start training again. Now, I haven't run in 6 months, so I'm going to have to start from the beginning again. I haven't swam in about a year, and I have my bicycle in my bedroom, and I do get on that periodically, but it was really hurting my hip a lot, and so I couldn't do it for a while, so I haven't been on that in maybe 4 or 5 months. So I basically have to start from scratch, and so I'm just going to make a training chart that's from the very beginning, as if I'd never done anything before. And, you know, when you're laying around and you're knitting and you're watching TV and you're just doing nothing but going to physical therapy and things like that, you tend to eat more. And you tend to eat crap. So, or at least I do. Maybe not you. You're probably perfect. I, however, am not. So I have to get my diet together. I'm actually vegan, but normally, but I got married, how long ago? Next month it'll be 6 years. And when we started living together 8 years ago, at first he did my diet. He became vegan, but then he slowly but surely started introducing certain things into his diet, like dairy and then meats and now everything. Because I cook and he cleans, it's a fantastic arrangement. I have started, you know, tasting things like that. So I have not been a good vegan, and I have to go back to that. It's better for me. I feel a lot better when I'm not eating animal products. Partially because I'm allergic to dairy. And partially because meat products feel heavy and oily to me. And I mean, maybe that isn't true of everybody, but I don't like them, and I don't like the smell. So usually when I snack or when I taste things, it's stuff that's in a heavy sauce or something where I can't smell it. So I need to go back to my regular diet, and I'm going to start going through all this stuff in my life. Now, yesterday was a huge day. Well, the last 2 days were huge, and today might be another huge one. We're waiting for 2 o'clock. It's, oh my God, it's 2 o'clock. Hold on. Oh, wait, I don't know what I'm getting so excited about because I already know that. We're waiting for something that's going to happen after 2 o'clock, but I don't know exactly when. Let me see if I've gotten an email. No, nothing yet. Okay, the reason I'm all excited is because 2 days ago, I got notification that I passed the bar. I am a lawyer. Yay! It took forever because of the illnesses, obviously, and also because the first time I took the bar, I did not pass, and that's because I had a minor heart attack 6 weeks before the exam, and so I wasn't studying enough. And I knew that, but I thought, hey, I'm going to go ahead and take the exam anyway, just in case I absorbed enough. It wasn't enough, so I didn't pass. And so I decided that while I was going to be studying for the bar some more, that I would get some more education. So I got an LLM, which is a master's in law, and I got it in environmental law and litigation. And so that was one thing, and I was like super excited. I was like so excited. I was all jittery, and I had to rush to my husband's job and tell him. And yeah, so that was super exciting. And then yesterday, besides winning the Wool and Honey subscription, I also was working. I have a part-time job at an NGO, and I have been working on a huge report that was a combination of reports from 36 different NGOs, and I had to put it all together and make these summaries fit together within 10 pages, if you can believe that. Each of the reports are being uploaded separately, but we had to have an executive summary that showed a little bit of it, all these reports. And there was like 3 different documents that I had to work on, and I finally finished it at 6 o'clock yesterday. I was so excited. So that's been done, and because I finished it at 6 o'clock, I get today off. So I'm super excited about that. And then also, I have applied for a program here in Oregon that will set me up in a law office of my own, and they pay for everything for the first 18 months. And they wanted to wait until after they found out the results of this coming this last bar exam, which it was announced to the public today at 2 o'clock. So that just went up on the online, and so we're supposed to get notified at some point before the end of the day today, if we know. Not if we know, to know if we were accepted. So we're waiting for that. Don't know. And then, so let's get on to some of this amazing mess stuff. Well, let's see. I did have a shop on Etsy where I was selling what is it called? The planners, planner accessories, like the little clips and charms and covers, things like that. But there are so many of them on the internet. There are so many on Etsy that it was impossible to get anybody to even notice the site. I made 3 sales in 6 months. So I decided that was just, it was a waste of my time. So I have stuff in this closet that's still from that. I have a light box that I made that needs to go in the garbage. And I have a lot of things that need to be hung up. I don't know why they're on the floor in here. But, so, as I said, we have a lot of fabric up there, over there, up there. And then you can see my shoes behind me. I think I already went through it and got rid of the ones that I don't actually wear. And then I have my suits and stuff for work. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making some suits. I'm going to be making some blouses, and I need I've got like a trench coat, but I'd like a warmer coat. That one's more for rain. And so I think somewhere in there I have the fabric for it already. I can't remember. But I do need to go through some of this. Some of it's too small. Some of it just doesn't fit right. But the first thing that I'm going to make is... Wow, I didn't plan this out very well. Oh, here they are. Okay, I finally found, and I'm sorry if this is TMI, but that's just the way it goes, okay? I finally found on Amazon underwear that are both comfortable and fit well. And this is them. Unfortunately, when I bought this set, there was like 3 pairs that came in this set. Let me see if I can find it. Is it? Oh, maybe it's not this one. I thought it was this pair, but maybe I'm wrong. Has a hole in the seam. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Well, anyway, I'm going to use these these actually they're slightly pink because of the washer now, and they were only washed, I never wore them. I always wash everything to get rid of the sizing, the starch that's in pre-manufactured clothes. So, before I wear it. And so these are going to be used as a pattern, and I have... I don't know. It's not in here. The fabric somewhere. I have 3 or 4. Oh, wait. It's in one of those boxes. I have 3 or 4 different kinds of fabric, and I'm going to make some underwear. So that's technically not the first thing, because I am in the middle of a couple of things, and I know I'm very rattled, but bear with me. That's just the way that I am. I talk fast, mostly. So I am currently, I have 2 works in progress. Oh, I'm a big liar. I have many works in progress, but I have 2 that I know where they are. And I'm actually physically working on them, like, you know, recently. So one of them is the Toffee sweater. And sorry, it's got a coffee, not coffee, but it's like the condensation from the outside of my coffee, because I drink iced coffee. So excuse the condensation mark, but I'm making this Toffee sweater out of this cotton yarn. It's a Premier brand, I think. I just got it from Michael's. I'm very picky about my yarns. They have to be ethically sourced. And so a lot of the wools I don't buy because of the cruelty involved. Anyway, so I'm making it out of this color. This is Succulent. That's the colorway. And I had to stop for a couple of reasons. 1, I needed another ball of yarn. And 2, I've gotten this far, and I know, don't have a heart attack. There's no needle in that. But I got one sleeve on. The other sleeve, I've taken it out. I've ripped it out twice. And that's because it requires concentration. And this is one of those projects where I thought I could just, you know, mindlessly watch TV or, you know, read legal stuff or whatever and just, you know, knit. But I can't. I have to pay attention. And unfortunately, the sleeve has been wrong 2 times now. And 1, I was almost finished with it. So I ripped that out, and I'm going to start again on that sleeve. So that's where we are with that. The other thing is, see, I'm terrible at this. I lose them all the time. I am making, sorry, my printer sucks at the moment too. There's something wrong with the color, but I'm making this current sweater. I'm sorry, that's wrong. Shawl, current shawl. It's really beautiful. I love the pattern in it. It's really great. And this is not the right color. This is kind of greenish, but the color in of the pattern is actually light blue. But I am making it in forest green. And let's see. This is the right side. You can see that. And you can see that the pattern is starting to form. You can see the little rivulets. And what I'm making it out of is some wool that I brought in here somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I'm a big liar. Oh, no, here it is. Okay, I got some Knitpicks. This, I don't know if it's ethically sourced. It was an accident. I didn't mean to put it in my cart until I found out, but then when I ordered something else like a week later, I forgot that it was in there. So it had just been like, I had just been holding it to make sure that I could check and see if it was ethically sourced. But I ordered some cottons later, some linen, and I forgot it was in there, so I ended up getting it. And, you know, so I'm not really totally a hypocrite. It was an accident. Anyway, it is merino wool, and it's super soft, and it's a heathered forest green. And this is called Shadow, and it's called Forest Heather is the colorway. And I mixed it with this because it's not quite thick enough. And this is what? Acrylic? This is acrylic and nylon, and I got this from either Joann's or Michael's, I can't remember, but it's loops and threads, so that makes it Michael's. And this is in the olive color, and the two of them combined make this really pretty kind of dark heathered forest green. And so I'm working on that. And then I got 2 new yarns. One of them is bamboo and wool, and this one is from Yarn Box. It's called Gentle Rain. There's the colorway, and it's really, really pretty. And this one I got as a gift. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's superwash merino and nylon. That's too bad because I don't know if I can. Anyway, it's from Hot Knit Yarn, and it's just really, I love the color. I mean, I don't normally buy pink, but it's just really pretty. And then I got a bunch of cotton bamboo, and this I just got at Joann's, and I was super excited because my local Joann's does not carry this. I usually have to buy it online. But I went to one, I was looking for that succulent color green that I needed for the Toffee sweater, and they didn't have it at my local store, so they chased it down for me to a different store, and I went, there was a, let's see, yeah, that was from Michael's. And I went to the Michael's and I found the yarn, but there was a Joann's like right in the same parking lot. So I went over there and they happened to have, I think it was 6 different colors of the cotton bamboo. And so I bought some blue, and that's it. I'm going to make a colorwork sweater out of this. This is going to be the body of it. And I'm going to have some a lighter blue as the colorwork. So that's what I'm working on so far as like yarn related projects. Then I also have a Ravelry group. It's called Fall's My Favorite. And so we are doing a Halloween swap. And if you join the group and you want to join in the Halloween swap, that's fine. You have until, I would say, I can still sneak you in by the 29th, but that would be the last day. I'm announcing the partners on the 1st, and we are going to be swapping a fall colored or Halloween colored 100 gram hank of yarn or skein or whatever, and a shawl pattern and something Halloweeny and some little Halloween treats. And I thought it would be really fun to, not just for the swap, but for myself as well, to make some fun project bags. So I got Joann's was having a sale on their Halloween fabric, so I found this, and this one's really wrinkly. I always wash my fabric beforehand, and so they've just come out of the dryer. And here's another one, and cut it out. And this one with from Nightmare Before Christmas. And I thought this one was funny. Let's see. And then here's another Nightmare Before Christmas fabric. And then I got, oh wait, there's one more. This one's folded inside out, so this was just some fun little witches, which I liked. So that is the last one. I also have in here I bought this as well for some linings and stuff, which is also inside out, but it's just black with orange polka dots. And then I also have in here somewhere, if I can find it, I don't know if that'll be possible, that might have to go to next Halloween. I have some Charlie Brown Halloween stuff, and so that could possibly be some project bags, because right now I don't have any. I have no project bags. So mostly I carry my stuff around, and I always end up unraveling the balls and losing them. And so yeah, it's not good. So I'm going to make some of those, and then I am going to send some in some swaps. I also am going to be doing some Christmas ones later. I did buy some Christmas fabric as well. So set that aside. And let's see, I don't think that there's anything else except for to say that when I got this one, the Haute Knit Yarns, they sent me a cute little ball minder, so, or cake minder I should say, and it just goes like that. And then you just pull, and there you go. It keeps it together, which, trust me, I need. So that's it for today. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing these. At least once a week, but who knows? It might be a little bit more frequent, depending upon how much I'm getting done. The shawl is a little bit slow going, and as I've said, I've taken out the sleeve on this sweater twice, and it's taking me for freaking ever. So yeah, so we will very likely always be shooting in the closet so that you can see what's going on. Hopefully this will get neater as we go along. This is probably going to go into the main bedroom because I'll need it to iron things. But yeah, so hopefully this stuff will get neater, and you know, this crap will be... What the heck is that? It's a box that's got a GoPro camera in it. Okay. That was lost, so that's good. Anyway, so yeah, if you want to follow me on Ravelry, I don't have Instagram or Twitter anymore because I found them too time consuming, and they're just a little bit, I don't know, it draws my focus away, and sometimes I waste way too much time. And I don't like Twitter because it's just too associated with President Trump. No, I'm not a Twitter person. And I do follow some things. I don't give out my Twitter though, because I don't want anybody, I don't actually tweet anybody. I just read things like from the UN or some of the NGOs that I follow. So you can follow me on Ravelry, and that is, like I said, my group is called Fall is My Favorite. And my Ravelry name is ThisFitKnitter. And obviously that doesn't fit me at the moment, but it will. And so I will see you next time. And definitely, if you want to join the Halloween swap, do it quickly. I will, as I said, I will be announcing partners on the 1st. So yeah, thank you for watching, and if you're interested, subscribe. If not, that's okay. We're going to be talking about a lot of this stuff later, and you know, my life, and I have cats and a husband and a dog, and so we'll be talking about a lot of that stuff. And actually, I might actually do some outside filming too, because I do run, or I'm going to be back at running, and I go through this beautiful park that I love to run at. And so I'll take you out there, and if it snows, it's my favorite thing because I love running in the snow. I absolutely adore snow and ice. So yeah, so if there's any, we'll be going to look at it. So I will see you next time, and thanks for watching.